What if I told you that the reason you keep waking up at 203 or 4 in the morning isn't just getting older, and it's not something you simply have to live with? And what if something as simple as a common kitchen ingredient, something you've probably used hundreds of times, could help reset your sleep, calm your body, and allow you to experience deep, uninterrupted rest again in just a few nights? Because here's the truth most people are never told. If you're over 455,000 euro, or especially over 60, your body is quietly changing at night in ways you don't see, but you absolutely feel. You go to bed tired, sometimes exhausted, yet your mind won't fully shut off. You fall asleep, but then wake up, sometimes for no reason at all. Or worse, you wake up and can't fall back asleep. Your body restless, your thoughts racing, your heart slightly unsettled. And over time, this becomes more than just a bad night. It becomes a pattern that slowly drains your energy, weakens your immune system, affects your memory, and even increases your risk of serious health issues. Now here's where things become very interesting. Because the problem isn't just in your head, and it's not just about stress. It's happening deep inside your body, at the level of your hormones, your nervous system, your blood circulation, and even your inflammation levels. As we age, our sleep architecture changes. Your body produces less melatonin, the hormone that signals deep sleep. Your cortisol, the stress hormone, becomes more unstable, often rising at night when it should be low. Your blood sugar becomes more sensitive, meaning small fluctuations can wake you up suddenly. And perhaps most importantly, your body becomes more prone to low-grade inflammation. Something most people never feel directly, but it quietly disrupts sleep cycles night after night. And this is where many people unknowingly make a serious mistake. They try to fix sleep from the outside. Sleeping pills, quick fixes, over-the-counter solutions, things that force the brain into sedation, but never actually fix what's happening inside the body. So you may fall asleep faster, but your sleep is lighter, more fragmented, and less restorative. You wake up feeling like you slept, but not like you recovered. Now, this is the part most people have never heard before. There is a natural way to support your body's internal sleep mechanism dunes, not by forcing sleep, but by calming the systems that disrupt it. And one of the most powerful, yet overlooked tools is something incredibly simple: ginger. Yes, ginger, but not in the way most people use it. Because when used correctly, ginger doesn't just help digestion, like most people think. It works at a much deeper level, especially for people over 50. Let me explain what's actually happening inside your body. At night, your body needs to shift into what we call a parasympathetic state. This is your rest and repair mode. Your heart rate slows, your blood vessels relax, your brain waves change, and your body begins repairing tissues, balancing hormones, and clearing waste from the brain. But if inflammation is elevated or your nervous system is slightly overactive, this shift doesn't fully happen. You may fall asleep, but your body never fully enters deep sleep. It stays in a semi-alert state. And this is exactly why you wake up in the middle of the night, often feeling alert for no reason. Now here's where ginger becomes powerful. Ginger contains natural compounds that help reduce inflammation, improve circulation, and gently relax the nervous system. But what happens next inside the body is even more surprising. A ginger also supports digestion in a very specific way that directly impacts sleep. Because here's something most people don't realize: your gut and your brain are constantly communicating, especially at night. If your digestion is slightly off, if food is sitting too long in the stomach, or if there's mild bloating or irritation, your body stays slightly active. And that subtle activity is enough to interrupt deep sleep cycles. Ginger helps stimulate proper digestion, allowing the stomach to empty more efficiently reducing internal stress signals that can wake the brain. At the same time, it improves blood flow, especially to smaller vessels, helping deliver oxygen more efficiently throughout the body, including the brain. And this is critical because the brain requires stable oxygen flow during sleep to maintain deep, restorative cycles. Now let me show you something even deeper. As we age, circulation becomes less efficient. Blood vessels lose some of their flexibility and microcirculation slows down. This doesn't just affect your heart or muscles. It affects your brain at night. When circulation is slightly reduced, the brain can shift into a lighter sleep state, almost like it's staying on standby. This is one of the hidden reasons why people over 60 often wake up multiple times per night. Ginger helps support vascular relaxation, meaning it helps your blood vessels open slightly, improving flow without forcing anything artificially. Now here's where things become very practical, because using ginger randomly or occasionally won't give you these benefits. The timing, the method, and the consistency are what make the difference. And this is where most people unknowingly miss the opportunity. The most effective way to use ginger for sleep is not during the day, and not with meals. It's in the evening, about 60 to 90 minutes before bed. But not in a heavy form, not mixed with sugar, and not in large quantities. What you want is something simple, gentle, and consistent. A warm ginger infusion, made by slicing fresh ginger and letting it steep in hot water. This creates a calming effect, not just physically, but neurologically. The warmth signals the body to relax. The ginger begins working on digestion, circulation, and inflammation. And over the next hour, your body gradually shifts into a more relaxed state, preparing for deeper sleep. But here's where it becomes even more effective. Adding a small amount of something, like lemon, or even a pinch of cinnamon, can enhance the effect. Not because it's trendy, but because these additions support blood sugar balance and further reduce inflammation. And this is critical because one of the biggest hidden causes of nighttime waking is unstable blood sugar. Even a small drop in blood sugar during the night can trigger cortisol, waking you up suddenly. Now this is the part most people never connect. They think they woke up randomly, but in reality, their body was reacting to an internal imbalance. Ginger helps stabilize this process indirectly by improving how your body processes food earlier in the evening. Now let's talk about something very important, because while ginger can be incredibly helpful, it works best when combined with a few simple habits that support your body's natural rhythm. For example, eating too late at night is one of the biggest disruptors of sleep. Your body is trying to rest, but your digestive system is still working. This creates internal activity that prevents deep sleep. Another common issue is light exposure. As we age, our eyes become more sensitive to light at night, especially blue light from screens. This suppresses melatonin, delaying deep sleep. And then there's stress. Not always obvious stress, but low-level mental activity that keeps the brain slightly alert. Ginger helps calm the body, but the environment you create around sleep also matters. Now here's something hopeful. The body is incredibly responsive, even later in life. Small changes, when done consistently, can create noticeable improvements in just a few nights. And this is why many people are surprised when they begin supporting their body instead of forcing it. Sleep often improves faster than expected, not because of a miracle, but because the body finally has the conditions it needs to do what it's designed to do. Rest, repair, reset. And this is the part I want you to really understand. Sleep is not just about feeling rested. It's when your brain clears waste, reducing the risk of cognitive decline. It's when your muscles repair, preserving strength and mobility. It's when your immune system strengthens, protecting you from illness. It's when your hormones rebalance, affecting everything from mood to metabolism. So when sleep is disrupted, even slightly, night after night, the effects compound. Energy declines. Memory becomes less sharp. Recovery slows down. And over time, independence can begin to fade. But the opposite is also true. When sleep improves, even by a small amount, energy returns. Clarity improves. The body feels stronger, more stable, more resilient. And this is where a simple habit, like using ginger correctly, becomes more than just a remedy. It becomes part of a larger shift toward supporting your body in a natural, sustainable way. Now imagine this. Instead of going to bed frustrated, wondering if you'll wake up again, your body begins to feel calm, settled, prepared for rest. You fall asleep more naturally. You stay asleep longer. And when you wake up, you feel like your body actually recovered. Not perfect every night, but noticeably better. And over time, that improvement builds. Because the body remembers. It adapts. It responds to how you treat it. And this is the message I want to leave you with. Your body is not broken. It's not failing you. It's communicating with you. Every restless night, every early waking, every moment of fatigue. It's a signal that something needs support, not suppression. And when you begin to listen and respond with simple, consistent, thoughtful changes, the body has an incredible ability to restore balance, to protect itself, to heal, even now, even after years of poor sleep. Because deep rest is not a luxury, it's one of the most powerful